Alright, so last year I decided that my family were going to have a Spider-Man Halloween, and I wanted to be Spider-Man and go for a really ambitious costume for my daughter, and decided to try my best at making a Doc Ock costume. So this is literally a year later that I'm uploading this, so apologize for such a long wait in content on my channel. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy. A lot of trial and error in this one for sure. Finally got all the footage composited and edited, and I hope you guys really enjoy. I had a lot of fun making this costume, and it definitely was a hit. So if you guys have any questions or concerns on any of the materials I use or anything like that, just drop them down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Hope you guys enjoy.
Make the arms, we're going to start off with a piece of PVC pipe. I'm making this for my daughter, so it's going to be a little thinner, and you can obviously size it and scale it to whatever you need. So what we're going to do, obviously, for the tentacles, they're not straight, so we're going to have to put a bend in it. And how we're going to do that is with this heat gun, okay? And that's going to give us a product like this. It's going to have a lot more bend in it. Once it's heated up, you can bend it a little bit, and it's going to give you pretty much whatever curves you're going to want. You will get a notch in this, but for the style that I'm doing it, because I'm wrapping it in foam, it's going to be absolutely okay. You can alternatively put sand in here, and the weight of the sand will help a little bit with that notch. But again, for us, I'm just using foam to cover that up, so it's really not a big deal. I just need the PVC for the structure. It's going to get nice and warm, and after a while here, it takes about maybe a minute or two, you'll be able to just bend it. And I like to just kind of put it over on my leg, apply some pressure, not too hard, soft, maybe roll it a little bit. The plastic is going to become real pliable, and it's just trial and error. I mean, this is my first time doing it, and yeah, so once we get all 4 pieces bent, I'll show you how we wrap them in foam, and yeah, we'll paint it.
Alright, after that totally useless tutorial on how to bend PVC pipe, here's me just explaining how I was initially trying to do it. I wanted the pieces to almost look like they were extending outwards in a way, but it didn't quite work out that way, and I'll show you guys in just a moment what I'm talking about.
Alright guys, so last one you saw, I was going to make the arms out of the PVC pipe, and then wrap them in foam. Here, I'll give you a little bit of preview on what I was thinking here. My design was going to be like wrap it in foam just to give it a few segmented pieces and spray paint them with a metallic spray paint and have it look a little bit like metal, and have wires running to make it look very kind of raw and unfinished. But the problem with these is the PVC pipe is very heavy, and I haven't even attached the metal tips, the kind of claws or whatnot, and this just was not going to stay in place, and honestly it just was not thick enough to give it the automatic recognition of the Doc Ock that I was going for. So we opted for plan B. Let me grab these. A dryer vent. I picked this up at Lowe's for about $15. And now this is the semi-rigid, so it's gonna hold its shape really good and still be kind of moldable and stretchy to create really cool shapes out of. So just to give you, so we start with this. Then I still like the Spider-Man 2 look where they're black instead of silver. I don't want it to look like a dryer cord. So here, I'll show you guys. Here's one kind of done. So this is the shape, and look how good it holds the shape. And you still get a little bit of the movement around, so that's what we're going for. This is a much better look. It's thicker, it's automatically recognizable once it's on the back of her coming out on each side. To make the claws, again, we have to think about lightweight materials because we don't want this too heavy on our back. So I'm using a Christmas tree stand. I think 3 of these are gonna be perfect. So I'm using some craft foam, or maybe Eva foam. Bought this at Walmart for about $15. Now I prefer the smooth one, but they did not have that available. So what I'm gonna do is hopefully the geometric kind of squares on here will look really cool and add some texture once we paint it and dry brush it with some silver. Alright, so this is one of the arms with the foam pieces that we cut out of it. If you guys look close here, that's the dry brushing I did on there. It's really light. You don't want to go too heavy on the dry brushing, just because it'll kind of really ruin the look that we're going for. So it needs to just be really light. And then, so what we're going to do here is we're going to put the cap in the middle. And I'd actually like to show you a different one, actually. One that's a little... oh, this mess. Alright, so this is one of the claws. And I decided to go with a different style on each arm just to kind of give it some variety and look. So we're going to spray paint this red, and I'm going to add an LED light on the inside. And this thing is just going to sit right in here just to give it a point. You know, I didn't want it to be too empty in the middle here. So this is going to be kind of a look on it. And I think that's going to be really cool behind her with a little red light in there. And that can kind of give you just a little bit of a preview of what the final product is going to look like. Now, as far as attaching it to the back of her, so this is what I'm gonna figure out here. So we went to Lowe's, bought, this was a circle. We had the guy cut it so it's fit right on her back right here, like this. And I'm gonna probably attach backpack straps so she can tighten it and loosen and get out of it as easily as that. Now, what we're gonna do here is, come a little closer. Right here, we're going to put these on here with contact cement, right? And then the idea is we'll be able to put the arms on here, slide them on, and then be able to readjust them and repose them as we need. Now, though, is basically drown this in this epoxy. And what this is gonna do is just cement this on here so this does not move. We want this as strong as possible. The last thing we want is for this to come undone or one of the arms fall off while we're walking around trick-or-treating or at a con or anything like that. So we really want to make sure these are glued on as best as possible. So we're gonna mix this a 1-to-1 ratio, pour it all over, let it get hard, maybe even do another coat of it, and then at the end, maybe hit it with some extra super glue just to kind of make it as strong as possible. So yeah, guys, we'll come back once this is done, and then I'll show you how we're going to attach this wonderful jacket that we found at Goodwill, the thrift store. We're gonna put it over, cut holes in it, and then that's how the arms will be. So the jacket will be a part of the backpack that she can just wear and take on and off. And yeah, so once we get back, this will be done, and I'll show you the finished product. Alright, so we've gone ahead and done a fitting here. We tried the jacket on, and so, the backpack. So we have the backpack, spray painted the edges black just to make sure that you couldn't see all the little designs, but that's going to be covered up with the jacket anyways. So to give you an idea, well, and also went ahead and spray painted these, because these may show a little bit out of the jacket, so you know, want to have all that covered, and that can remain unfinished here. Transfer this side, baby. And yeah, so that's how it looks. So the arms are going to attach here. So next time you see us, we'll have the arms attached. Alright guys, so here's a little preview of what we've got done so far. So my original method of trying to use the metal clasps, those things right over there, with, you know, I'm just going to tighten them over the pipe fitting, did not work at all because this is too strong. So that those weren't strong enough to actually bend this into shape. So we had to use our some epoxy resin there. We went ahead, and you can see the jacket is underneath, wrapped in a plastic bag because that epoxy would have fucked up the jacket and everything. So here we are, waiting on this thing to dry. Obviously going to give it plenty of time Then we're gonna have to just pull the plastic away, which is absolutely fine. And any little pieces of plastic that are left, I'll just use a razor blade and finally cut those off. And if there's any left, we're just gonna have to spray paint it with acrylic black. So, all right, guys, and this is the final reveal here. I am over the moon at how this thing came out. I cannot believe how awesome it looks. I am so stoked. Definitely the most ambitious costume I've ever attempted. Just for a little flair, we did it, a tore up Spider-Man mask. Turn around, honey. Be careful. I know you're gonna bump into stuff.
I feel like break everything.
I know. Turn around. Look the other way so I can see the back. So this is the back, how it looks, completely hidden. We had to resin it up. It looks a little rough right now. I'm gonna paint all of that. No worries. But I am just super happy with how it came out. Whoops. It's okay. Oh wow, I just have some detailing stuff to do. And look over here, honey. I am just over the moon how awesome this looks. And that metal is still pliable. So, I mean, I can bend these arms any way I want. If I want them facing upwards or whatnot, still moving. So, really awesome. If you've watched the entire video, thanks for keeping track of the costume. I know it's been a really long process, but I am just over the moon on the final result, and we're still not done yet. Obviously, she's going to be wearing a different outfit underneath. This is just our very first test fitting, just to see if it was heavy for her, how it would move, how it looks. So, over the moon, and yeah, the next shot that I'll show you guys will be the full costume, maybe some pictures and stuff of us together. I'm just super, I love it. So, alright guys, so here we have the final costume already. We have the jacket on, we have the green dress with just a little yellow accent, we have the goggles on. Let me see it, honey. Do a full turnaround. Yeah, it does. Really over the moon how this thing came out. Super excited. Give me a cool pose, honey. Don't be shy. This is all the costume right here. Super excited how it came out. Just came out exactly how I wanted it to. So definitely a lot of trial and error. Testing different things. Some things work with cosplay stuff and some things do. And it's all about learning and innovation and just trying new things out and what works best for your project. Thank you guys if you watched the video following along with us, and if you have any questions on anything I may have skipped over, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Hit us with a like. Happy Halloween.